Hello everyone, it's Dude here, and yeah, we're back to Ace Attorney. We're in trial today. We're just going straight to Manfred Karma here. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh yeah, I remember his voice. Very well, apparently the prosecution's also ready. So is he confident or what? Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement? Is he gonna... very well, no opening statement, so... Okay. That's alright. I know you heard from the objection. He was like, that's very deep, but I'm not doing that. That's a fast judge. We're giving him Donald Trump's voice like we did last trial. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Shut up! You were just like dictating the whole court, and the judge is like falling whims to it. I'm telling you, these are either our lovers, or he's blackmailing the judge, or some crap. I don't know. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Shut up, buddy. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? That, unless you question everything, yes, you must question you dictating the court. You're the one who should be in contempt of court for dictating this. It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right! I'll call my witness, my decisive witness to the state. Shut up, just do it! It's a mysterious boat shop owner. Oh my goodness. Anyways, as you can tell by the video length, the court is gonna be... This trial will be a little longer than 3 minutes. Witness, state your profession. Bubble pop! I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gold Lake. I also rent boats. Does this snap do something? The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Oh yeah, because he's like, he fed the witness, to say exactly what he wants to say. Like he does each time. What a cheat. Yep, I was. Please testify. I should tell the judge that he's cheating on someone so the judge will understand that Von Karma is not his. Von Karma is not his. The judge needs to understand that. Does it tell me how old the judge is? If we go to the court record? No, the judge is not even in the court record. The judge is confidential. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Where's an objection? Objection. There's no health bar. I'll be fine. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Objection. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. This video is about to reach 3 minutes anyways. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Shut on. Yeah, right. We have plot armor, we'll be fine. The witness will state his name. Well, bubble pop. Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? Why our memory? Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Oh, you made that stuff up, didn't you? He can't recall, you said. Yes, but incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Okay, the night of the murder. What's he even gonna say? It was the night of... Oh, I thought he was gonna be like, it was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yeah, I'm swaying with him and now I'm feeling tired. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Now I'm giving him my voice. Guys, don't sway with him, it'll make you tired. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. Oh, that's it. Oh, never mind. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Alright, cool. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Oh my goodness! There's no need to question my witness testimony. You do not know how the court works! You don't want us to cross-examine because you know we're gonna destroy this with facts and logic. No need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. And the judge will fall for that? Oh my goodness. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? Yes, I'm gonna cross-examine I was about to call him a bitch, and I'm like, okay, you know what, we'll calm down. I've been cursing you more recently because of this stupid guy named Manfred Karma. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine a witness. Very well, you may begin. Rah! Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 2 minutes just passed. Oh my goodness, this is overreaction. This guy is Such a loser! I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine a witness. There you go, Judge. But you should, like, hold him for contempt of court for doing that outburst that he put Maya in contempt of court for. That little son of a... whatever. Okay, just after midnight, press him on death. Just after midnight, you say? Oh, yep, just around then. How do you know that? Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Objection! I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? And he'll be like, bubble pop, and he'll be like, oh yeah, my script. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Did I accidentally skip that dialogue? Wait, I'll be back. Okay, I just checked, he just said, Ayo. You see? Continue. I gotta do the Trump gestures to get, into the mood. Oh wait, no, you're not gonna get the Trump voice, you're like this. I was in the restroom where I read votes as usual. Isn't it funny that I'm giving Manfred Karma the Trump voice and he's talking to, like, this guy who people probably call Joe Biden? Whatever, yeah. He's dictating Joe Biden. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly's a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith! Objection. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Okay, cool. Then I heard a bang. Yup. Hold it. And where did the bang seem to come from? Bubble pop. Okay. From the lake, I figured. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Good. Continue. It's so hard switching between these voices. Okay. When I looked at the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Hold it. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see it clearly. But I figured there was two men out there. Yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yup. At the time, that is. At the time? Then I heard another bang. Could you press on that a little? Whatever. Hold it. So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yup. That's what Lada said in her testimony. That's what she said. Huh. Alright, okay. Then, just about then, I've been incapable with jokes, guys. I'm sorry, okay? Ow, shoot! Okay, I scratched the pimple. Oh, okay, oh, I was asking for a joke. I did not ask for my own pain. This is not slapstick here. There's not even a face cam. The slapstick the slapstick doesn't work as well. Oops, might already be but just about then the boat comes back to the shore and a man walks back. Just about then the boat comes back to the shore and the man walks by my window. Who is this man? By your window? Oh yeah, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. But there's no windows! And could you see the man's face? Oh, never mind. Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Oh my goodness, I have a bad feeling about this. The man was a defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he is dead. Hold it. Can you... Okay, that doesn't prove anything. Oh, are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Now he's gonna listen. Look at that. Judge is gonna be like, huh? Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. I mean, that doesn't prove anything. He saw his friend die. Not his friend die. That is not his friend. He saw a person die. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy! The breakdown happened a little too early. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Karma, he lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Presumed objection. Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edward who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edward's right hand found in the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? No! You did not bring an updated report, did you? Exactly. No! You always... That is easily explainable. He could have swiped his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection? I don't know. Objection! Your Honor! This witness claims that Edward said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... That's not gonna really... That doesn't prove anything! He knows he's dead, so what? Why don't we put Edward to the stand? So Edward can testify and explain things. Why are we... Just put Edward to the stand. I know you're not... I know you usually don't put a defendant on stand because, you know, that's kind of risky and all that stuff because the prosecution, like... But, like, Edward's a prosecutor. He knows he can handle it. Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Or... Nick, do we have evidence? Do we have evidence? That he's lying? Photograph of the murder. Answers of the name Polly. We don't have any proof that he's lying. Lotta's deposition. Did we get any new evidence? Yeah, no. What? Yeah, taken automatically. Yeah, that's the second like photo. No, we don't have any evidence that he's lying. No. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Oh, never mind. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please! Can you hear me, sis? Please? We need your help. Nick needs you. Tis. 3 minutes is perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. 3 minutes is too high? 15 minutes isn't bad? 15 minutes is higher than 3... Whatever. Enough! Oh, his expectation was too high. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. Oh, that's it? This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the fact. What? No! Judge! Listen, Judge, you don't understand. I can't believe he's dead. That's all he said. That doesn't mean it. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Objection? Oh. Guilty? The accused will surrender to court immediately. Wait, that actually happened? To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait, that actually happened? Wait! Oh, we're fine. What? Maya? Maya saved us! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Oh, shoot! Larry! Where did he come from, though? Yo, what is that? I did not expect that. I'm so happy I don't get spoilers because these moments don't get ruined. What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Holy crap. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. Yes, Judge, you're doing the right thing for once. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Oh yeah, I was talking about this. I said this last investigation. He could be a witness or something. I didn't actually know this was gonna happen. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Awesome. Ready. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. I think I'm making Trump's voice a little too heavy, because now you can't even understand him. The only reason you can understand him is because you can read it here. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. I don't think you can make things worse than guilty. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. Yeah, you're right. Okay, wait, have I been doing things the wrong the entire time? Have I been thinking? I thought when something was in parentheses, I thought that was a god. but it seems like we can all hear, every time, we can hear his thoughts, unless that's just, you know, being playful, like, just, you know, for fun, they did that, whatever. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now! Maybe it is his thought. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Do it, do it! Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. Yes! In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Yes! Let's go! Not sure if that's how things work, but I like that. Mr. Volkarma, I urge you to call this new witness to testify. I mean, at least over here. Over here in the U.S., it wouldn't even be the judge in the verdict. It'll be the jury, and the jury will do it, you know, after deliberation, after the court is, you know, adjourned and all that stuff. After the court proceedings are all over. So, if it's a judge, what's the jury there for, anyways? Wait, what's the purpose of the jury in Ace Attorney? It's always a judge. Like, the judge did not talk to the jury about this. I don't know why I haven't searched this up before. It fairly crossed my mind, but I never really thought about it too much. What's the purpose of the jury in Ace Attorney? I need to know. Why do they exist? They do nothing. They don't decide anything. Are they just like people? Are they just there to render an impartial? A jury is this one body of people convened to render an impartial verdict officially submitted to them by a court. In Ace Attorney, the jury's primary purpose is to decide the facts of a case and deliver a verdict. While the jury focus. No, but it seems like the judge is the one that always does it. Or maybe the jury did do that. Whatever. I urge you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? Oh yeah, I was thinking about Larry Butts being the witness, but I was like, nah, it couldn't be. The defense never brings its own witness. But we didn't bring our own witness, so Larry Butts brought himself, which is awesome. The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. No, Volkarma, you'll not talk to Larry. After that, we will hear this new witness. Volkarma better not talk to Larry. Court is adjourned. I'm gonna talk to Larry. I had the right to cheat my way through. Like, you have to fight fire with fire. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edward. Oh look, Edward, they finally used his name as a pun. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edward. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel submarine balloon that flew into the lake, so there was 2 boats out at one time. Oh, right. And he found a balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edward. Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edward, there's something I've been meaning to ask you about DL6. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh, yeah. We need to know his full story! We never asked him his full story! Oh my goodness. Oh. Tell us the full story. I wanna know. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. Okay, so he was on the boat, that's confirmed. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. So there was only 2 people. Okay, he was with him. But he never explained why was he in a boat with him. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Wait, he picked it up with his right hand there, right? Various prints from, yeah, and this murder happened with the left hand. Okay. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Volkarma has only ever run perfect trials. Oh yeah, because he dictates the whole thing! Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses? Perfectly complete evidence? That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. Goddamn. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. Oh yeah, that makes sense because in this court system, the defense never brings its own witnesses. And that someone is Larry. I mean, maybe we could. We never did. We had opportunity we had the opportunity to do it with Cody Hackins, but Detective Gumshoe took him anyways because we decided not to do it anyways. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No time in the trail this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I love milking this crap out of the things. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. But, that's awesome. Let's do this, Maya. Okay. We haven't seen Larry on the witness we haven't seen Larry testify we haven't seen Larry testify for a while. That's funny. Larry, Winston, Payne has, questioned Larry Butts. Mr. Von Karma has questioned Larry Butts, but it hasn't been Edward yet, which would make sense because Edward is Larry Butts' friend, so that's good. So he's been every prosecutor we've met, other than those who are his friends, have cross-examined Larry. What do you call it for cross-examination? They do the first line of questioning, whatever. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. Wait a second. Wait a second. I just realized, in the first turnabout, it was the prosecutor that called the defendant to the stand. It wasn't the defense attorney, or it wasn't us who called Larry Butts to the stand. I don't think we never did normal questioning to Larry Butts. What? Okay, whatever. Please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th, couldn't we have just told Larry Butts not to testify? Whatever. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Okay. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edward is right about this being our big break. This is gonna be awesome, let's go. The night of the murder. Okay. Dude! Oh, we're gonna cross-examine Larry, this is crazy. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at a rental shop dock. Yeah, this is our first witness. This is our first witness who's here to help us. And we're cross-examining. This is our first time we're cross-examining a witness that's actually gonna provide aid to us. This is our first witness that isn't on the prosecutor's side. This is not crazy. So I quickly slipped the boat back in at a rental. Okay, I know I was asking for a joke, but I wasn't asking for that to happen. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked over at the lake. Look at his frown. He's a cat. He's a cat. Look at him. Is he a cat? No, he's a stuffed animal. He's a teddy bear. Look at him. Yeah, look at this. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Cool. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Oops, I accidentally clicked out of my thing. Okay, wait, I'm fine. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. You're right, Maya. What Maya says. Okay. Okay, night of the murder. That night doesn't... Okay, let me just look at this. Alright, so, that night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. You didn't see a boat. Ooh, that would match the fact that they might be the first gunshot. Remember this? This one that was taken at 11:50. That could be the first one. Okay, that could be the first gunshot you saw. Alright, that night I was. Okay, hold it. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong. I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something and I found it. I explained to the court about that. Looking for something? Yeah! Mr. Butt, what was... Okay, I need to say things... I need to enunciate everything... Enunciate? Whatever, I'll be back, Okay, why did I leave in the first place? Whatever it is, I cleaned out my nose, I'll be fine. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? Oh my goodness. What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Oh, most likely he was hunting for this Guardy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Okay, imagine at some point when we press, he's gonna hold us in contempt. Like, remember that one, in the trial before this, we pressed on a lot of hard, and then we lost health over that because of this stupid guy named Mr. Von Karma. He's not stupid, he just despicable. So, okay. Cool. Alright, around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? Unlike the other witnesses who are just lying about how it's midnight and all stuff, I'm actually a normal person. People use watches these days, Larry. Oh, yeah. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang! Tell me about this. Bang! Did you bang your girlfriend? Where did this sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Found nothing. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Hold it. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Oh, then we need to show the evidence to prove his thing. Order, order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case! Okay. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Let's press on that. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah! Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? The only time I've ever like seen wishy-washy used before. No, actually, no. I'm thinking about it. No, I actually have. More recently, I've heard the word wishy-washy, the phrase wishy-washy be used more. But the first time I heard the wishy-washy be used was in the Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton rap battle, like epic rap battles of history, where Trump was talking about how the people want, which is funny because Mr. Von Karma. I gave Mr. Von Karma a Trump voice, but if you go to that epic rap battle, you'll see in what sense wishy-washy was used. I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Contradictions? Or at least look the boat back in the window. Then I heard this bang, I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I went home. I'm just gonna present this. It's not a contradiction, but it's something. Never mind. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does! I don't see anything contradictory. I'm gonna save. For good reason, okay? I need to save, okay? I don't want things to mess up here. Here. That's nice. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Why would I find a contradiction in Larry's testimony? He's helping me. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Say after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. I looked out. Tell me about this. Hold it. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick. It was a pretty wishy-washy. Okay. Not sure what. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly said, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. I don't know. Present the map. I'll just save things properly before I ruin my risk. I'm sorry, okay? I'm genuinely sorry about this. It's difficult. Don't know what I'm supposed to contradict. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So yeah, I'm not gonna find any contradictory there. He didn't see a boat. I'm gonna present the map. Oh wait, hold on. I'll press first again. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? I'll present the map to show that he should have seen the boat. Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there's a boat out there or not. Oh, okay. That was okay. Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't know why would I contradict the person who's trying to prove the case here, but let's go look at a map. Whoa! Objection. You're kidding. The witness said was clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I don't see anything faulty. Gotta do this, guys. Okay. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. There's nothing contradictory about that. They just said that they're going home. I heard it this bang. So I quickly slipped the boat back in the... and I found it. How do you quietly slip the boat back into the rental shop? I don't know. Is there anything contradictory there? I know I'm gonna use the second leg photo to show that he heard the first gunshot. But like, I feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Photograph of the. Oh, I need to find something that'll point out that Edward's not a murderer, right? So I need to find this. Okay. No. Makes a noise. Metal detector. Why do I sell a metal detector? How am I gonna use a metal detector right now? Whatever. I heard 2 gunshots. Oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I went ahead of myself. I actually went ahead of myself. So you talk about how this was around midtime. I heard this bang, and then I'm gonna go be like, oh, here's a lot of testimony. You're wrong. I went ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I know where this was going. I know this was the first shot. Oh. Never mind. Options. Load. Come back here. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. These cases get difficult. I heard Rise of the Ashes is really difficult also. Like, way more difficult than this, I believe. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. I looked at over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. I presented a map there. Nothing over there. Oh, it's foggy and the camera saw it. So that means, oh my goodness. You should have been able to see it. Wow. Present. Nope. Doesn't. No. Nope. 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 Okay. Nope. Options. Load. Come back here. I know I'm abusing this, but I'm sorry. Again, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop. Wait, let me think. Then I found it. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. Okay. I was looking for something. Okay, there's nothing contradictory there. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental boat shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. It's gotta be this, right? No. Approximately sometime on the 24th or 25th, because it was midnight. I heard this bang. I looked at it, but I didn't see what it was after I heard a single gunshot. Oh! Single gunshot, that's what I was supposed to do? Wow! Wow! He heard his bang. Oh, whatever. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? I'm not helping my case here. I need to go do something. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? No, you're not helping! Oh my goodness. This is what I was going ahead of. Oh, you heard this at 11:50. This could play something, whatever. You, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts! What? I like how the music goes silent when he says that, and then the judge comes back and like, we're back to the objection music. You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? You're not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, why am I doing Mr. Von Karma's... Why am I doing... I'm not gonna call him Mr. Von Karma. Why am I doing... Man, friends, I'm disrespectful to him. No, I'm just gonna... I'm fine. Why am I doing Von Karma's, job here, where I cross-examine this witness, and like points out, oh, his witness testimony is faulty and all that stuff. Why am I doing his job for him? Yeah, well, I, might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude! With my headphones! What?! Okay. Okay, you're not helping us here. Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Ed Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yes. Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a liar who doesn't know when he's lost. I did your job for you, Von Karma! Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to conclude details like your radio. I pointed out the contradiction. I have the right to make him do another testimony. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Oh, that makes sense. We're cross-examining him so that way I find a contradiction, so that way we can make him do the testimony again until we find the truth, unlike Von Karma, who would have just ended it there. What Larry heard, okay. He was lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Oh, can you like play back the radio to the... Wait, that's a nice way to find out you were listening to radio at a high volume? Like, that's a nice way to point out exactly when that gunshot was done, because if the radio was live and he remembers exactly what dialogue was said when that gunshot happened, that's how you can point out when exactly that gunshot happened. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? Okay, this has definitely been localized for that dialogue. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe the word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembers exactly what a DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, new music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay, let's do this. I mean, why do you believe that? You know you have to do this because this is all you have. Yeah, it's only being on Christmas Eve. Hold it. Why? So you turn on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like to be out there alone on Christmas Eve, alone! I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, that's why it's an all-request show. Tell me about this show. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? Objection. This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. But we can pinpoint exactly when a gunshot was heard! Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was the radio set to that night? Right, before I do anything, we gotta save the game before it messes with us. I was listening to it real booming loud, like, hold it! Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on? Yup. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard a gunshot. Hold it. Are you sure you heard a gunshot? Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Tell me about this. I need to know what the DJ was saying. Hold it. What did she say? Mr. Wright, how dare you assume the DJ is a she? This is work and part of the work agenda, and I'm gonna deport you for it. Please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the questioning. I'll only question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care, because that's when we can pinpoint when that gunshot was heard. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Right. Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please explain to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard a gunshot. Oh, so it's like midnight. Okay, hold it. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Okay. Maybe Mr. Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. No, this is the one. We know we need to press on this. So if I save this before we do present any evidence, because we're gonna mess up. We all know this at this point. Back, present. Okay, it's almost Christmas. We should show the second lake photo. Oh, it's almost Christmas. Oh, we're gonna first we'll do this? No. It's almost Christmas. The murder could have happened. Oh, we contradicted with this. Objection! I was getting ahead of myself as explaining things ahead of time. But, yeah, we're gonna contradict him first. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. And you're sweating right now. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That was going to be the case, yes? But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of that fact. We'll see what time was on what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Mr. Hart's camera. 12:25:15, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. And I can present the first photo to show this is when he heard it. Whatever. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight? However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright? What do you think about Mr. Buck's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? No, he's right. I'll show the photo to prove it. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard a gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Yes, I do. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Take that! Ha! Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh! But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is where I was jumping ahead to here. I should have just... I should have just contradicted Larry's testimony until we got to that point, but I jumped ahead. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard a gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. They both heard gunshots. There's 3 gunshots in total if you look at a pistol! It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. Now let's wait for the 3 gunshots of the gun. What would this be? Objection. That to be fair, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises, yes? Then explain that 3rd bullet! There's no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why? The witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my noise was clear that night, man. Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Wait. Just gotta save things in case we make a mistake. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. There's 3. It was fired 3 times. Take that. This is my evidence. Go, murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Look at that. We cleared everything. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 35 minutes. Okay, I'm going way too heavy on the Trump voice. You can't even understand. Or Karma. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, ask you why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. What's the realization? Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? What's special about that? What's special about 25 minutes? Oh, we'll see, we'll see. Ah! Is it related to DL6 something? What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Oh. Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. That was a great case. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. Oh! Okay. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out soon, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. Huh. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with this. With it. Wait. So if we go back, we look at the court record. It does look like he's shooting someone on the boat, right? It does look like he's shooting someone on the boat, that's the thing. Huh. I don't know. I need to know what Edward was. I need to understand. We need to talk to Edward about what happened. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten the guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Okay. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Test, test, test. So, you finally realize the truth? There can be no other murderer other than Mr. Miles Edward himself? Wrong, Mr. Von Karma. A man was shot at night, but it wasn't Edward who did the shooting. No. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider fact. I thought he was gonna be like, ah! Like he'll be like shocked, like, huh? You think it wasn't Edward? And I'll be like, okay, buddy, that's such a stupid reason to be surprised. Why would we admit it was Edward? At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant, Mr. Edward, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. Okay? And then, yeah. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But it seems that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Wait a second. What? What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edward could be innocent. But what about the... Okay, so... Oh yeah, because we don't have... Okay, so that makes sense. Kind of. So someone else shot Robert Hammond, which explains why Edward has no idea what's going on. But what about the photograph? Huh. Mr. Ed, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Edward and the murderer? You think it could be the murderer and the okay, thinking. If the murderer killed Hammond there, it's either Edward and the murderer, and then, if Hammond's not, okay, it's not Hammond and Hammond, because Hammond's dead, so it's Edward and the murderer. That's the only way. Of course, it was Edward and the murderer! After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:15, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and messed Edward. Oh! What? Are you serious? Yes, Edward won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. Oh, okay. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edward to the lake. Now, Edward didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all of this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... a lot of heart. Murderer then? I don't know. We don't know the name. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? That! Again, you waste my time! It's the clerk, right? I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat... the shop. That old man. Huh? At 11:15, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? Might suggest that the real scene of the crime, or this crime, was not on the boat. I forgot where they found the body. What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. I can't believe he's dead. I don't know. Here? Take that. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Objection. Do you have any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Don't forget DL6. Oh, that's why the parents said that, because the guys really we thought about how the caretaker was related to DL6, right? So he told Robert Hammond, don't forget DL6. Because he's connected to it. Robert Hammond was killed because of DL6, right? Wait, okay. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Okay. Well. That night, he was out on a lake in a boat, searching for something. He was searching, and then he goes back. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot, which you can hear clearly because he's right next to it. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? Do you think the caretaker could be the murderer, like the DL6 incident? Who knows? The boat shop? Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Okay. That night... Oh, this is the witness testimony music, which is crazy because witness testimony music is kind of crazy to go with Phoenix Wright, talking about this, because he's, giving a testimony. Okay, that night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Okay, and boom. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. So is he delusional or what? Or just... Then he got in the boat with Edward and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired a pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I would assume it's the boat shop caretaker, right? But then Edward's fingerprints on it. Oh yeah, that would make sense! Edward just crashed down and he picked up the gun not knowing what happened. I'm thinking the boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edward on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details? Notice, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness? I'm sorry! I'm not losing this. Okay. Create a witness? Why did murderer have to fire twice? Because the first shot missed. Yeah, because the first shot missed. Why would he to create a witness? Doesn't make sense. He wouldn't need to shoot twice to create a witness. Because the first shot missed? Missed? Yeah, he was aiming for Edward. That's okay, that's not messed up there. I think he's gonna... Phoenix, we're supposed to think he was aiming for an object, he missed that. Objection. What are you saying? Did you not just tell us that he missed Edward on purpose? And that, my friend, is why you... save. Okay, to create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? Well, that's why he can pin it on Edward. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Oh! Because he wouldn't know. I was thinking about, oh, he would only need one shot to get the automatic camera, but he wouldn't know about the automatic camera. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then he just and then they find Robert Hammond dead. Edward gets blamed for that. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Huh. Everything makes sense now. That's where you found Edward's fingerprint, because holy crap! Everything makes so much sense! That was crazy. I was gonna be like, oh look, this trial, the only thing we did was confirm that Larry heard the first shot. But goddamn. Wow. We just found out about... Wow! I see! To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back in the body. That's why Edward was so confused. What the hell just happened? He didn't want to talk about it because, you know, that was drama. It was a defense lawyer who got his father's murderer free. Who got his father's murderer let go of. So Edward was like he didn't want to talk about that. But then everything makes so much sense. That was an amazing plot twist. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. That is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Karma cannot get himself out of this one. He cannot. Wow. Belief! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Alrighty, we're gonna get one more testimony out of him. Alrighty. Holy crap, that was insane. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Okay, we're finally putting him on the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. So I wonder if that was actually Robert Hammond, or was that the guy who killed Robert Hammond, like the caretaker is really planning ahead. I feel like maybe he's being delusional on purpose to get away with stuff. Who knows? But I feel like he wouldn't. I feel like I don't know. Is he actually delusional? I don't know. Like, I don't know why I'm saying delusional. Does he have poor memory? I'm saying delusional for some reason. That's that's a terrible way to say it. I'm sorry about that. But if he has poor memory, I wonder if he actually has really poor memory, like, and all that. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir? Belief! We're conducting a trial here. I asked that he remain quiet. That's... What's a bailiff? What's a bailiff? We saw this a few times, but I didn't know what it was. What's a bailiff? Well, I didn't know what it was. Bailiff. An official in a court of law who keeps order, looks after prisoners, etc. Okay, cool. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. Oh. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away! It looks like Mr. Frank saw it. That's right. Yeah. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find out witnesses. Am I understood? I said witnesses. Find out witness. One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Tell us. Very well. Court is adjourned. Wow, that changed everything. That is insane. Yeah, I didn't make much jokes today, but whatever. That was crazy. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah! Well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out, that's awesome. Sure, once I sift through his unique testimony, still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably you're probably going to get off the hook. Don't Winston Pain. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. You're better than Winston Pain. You don't need a Winston Pain. Larry does that. Oh yeah, Larry does Winston Pain. Even though Winston Pain, whatever. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. Ooh, are we gonna finally get to this, what was happening? And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Tell us, Mr. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. Tell us, please. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. Oh. Oh! A memory of a crime that I committed. Oh! A crime you committed? Memory of a murder. Tell us, Edgeworth. We need to know about this. Okay, to be continued. We're leaving you guys on a cliffhanger! Wow! A memory of a murder he committed? Okay. Yeah, that was definitely insane. Holy crap, that was a crazy case. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. One more investigation. We're gonna find out about that guy. Why would he kill Robert Hammond? Is he the clerk? Who knows? Does he have actually terrible memory? I'm sorry, I've been calling him delusional for some reason. I was gonna say dementia, and I'm like, dementia sounds offensive, so I said delusional instead. I'm sorry about that. He just has terrible memory. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.